We got some shenanigans today. That means it's preseason. Welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the Vibrant up there. Our Toon Link Dave, bravo. They're up there. You can't quite. I need to probably just move them here. Next to my pillow that says eat, sleep, kick, Monday, but repeat. That being said, welcome to preseason. We got all the champions today. We're playing the name game. Which entails a bunch of characters who are our champions. All of our champions are in this game, as well as challengers who are from all over yonder and have the same names, first or last, share the same name as a champion in the Hunger Games, and an extra or so. Let's go to it. First, let's introduce our champions. At the end of the season, we had Rantaro, who was a double champion, actually just lost the Pancake Champion to New World Pancake Champion Joe. Speaking of, there are a couple of characters who are in the next Pancake Championship match because I forgot about them, including Tinko, Gaku, Shiver, Yang, Lagult, Lancer, and Jags, Nagito, and Maya and Sarah and Linfu. There were a bunch of folks on this page that I found after I made that episode, and I was like, ooh, they'll just be in the next one. Anywho, housekeeping. Daisaku's co-champion. And I think actually, as we do a little bit more housekeeping, Rantaro has become a Grand Slam champion. Yeah, woohoo! Because he just had the Pancake Championship, and he won the Champion of Champions title. It's what he was missing. And he's a multi-time tag team champion and a Hall of Famer. We have Monica, Klee, and Paimon as your tag team champions. Joe, World Pancake Champion. Marius, Oblivion as the OC champion and OC tag team champs. Alice and Amber. So let's talk about it. First of all, we have Rantaro. Oh man, I'm going to have to remember where everyone is from. That's rough, buddy. Okay, so this Rantaro Kiyama is from Beyblade something. I think it is Beyblade Burst. I think that's correct. From Blue Archive, we have Nodoka Amami, Rantaro Amami. It's a little Amami family. It was one of his long-lost sisters. We have Daisaku from Yakuza. Yes. Pretty sure, like 95% sure. Don't ask me which Yakuza. I will not know. Mr. Minami is here, and here's the thing. For Daisaku Bandai, whenever I looked up Bandai, I just found all sorts of, the company Bandai, and I could not find a character whose name was Bandai. So I was like, let me just pick my favorite character that I see in this list of characters, and so I snatched Agumon. That's our Bandai representative here today. Everybody say hey to Agumon. Never thought I'd see Agumon here, but Agumon is here. Oddly enough, I couldn't find another Monica spelled the Monica way, so we just picked just Monica. A little familiar face on the challenger side. In the Toa regard, there were a couple characters with Toa. I think there's like some old lady in Pokemon anime, I think that's called Toa too. But man, where's this Toa from? They're from an anime, and you guys know it in the comments, and you will tell me because I've forgotten. I think it's a popular anime too. Anywho, Klee also couldn't find anybody, but then I did learn, I believe, that Klee is German for clover, and lo and behold, we snatch our clovers there. Paimon is here, and this is Paimon from, I actually have this one down. It's Mairi Mashida, Irumakun? I think so. Hey, Paimon, welcome in. This Paimon, little, not crazier, but this Paimon, at least from a couple other images that I saw from her, is potentially sometimes a little intense. And now we have Joe, star. No introductions needed. It's time. It's JoJo time. Joe Tazuna, however, is this Tazuna Hayakawa from Uma Musume, and I recognize her. I know her. She all right. She all right. So when I looked up Marius and I saw the Wii Sports, I screamed. I was like, oh yeah, man. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we got pow! Marius from Wii Sports, and Oblivion from Marvel, a villain, I believe, from the Marvel universe. Alice has Alice from Persona 5 Strikers. I was actually gonna pick Alice the Persona, which would have been fine too, but then I remembered, oh yeah, Alice here. That makes sense. So, when I looked up Amber, I had a couple of choices. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. There was the easy choice of Amber from Genshin. Didn't even have to look anything up, but when I looked up Amber, I saw this Amber from Fire Emblem Engage, and I picked this Amber because you could have given me 95.5 guesses, and I never would have guessed that his name was Amber, because boy did I forget he existed. And lastly, for the Robinsons, meet the Robinsons, we got Lewis. That's our episode. We're just having fun today. 2 of these characters are gonna go to the finale. I actually believe only 2 of the champions in the finale, so we'll see how that all plays out. We could see Marius, Alice, Amber in the finale. We could see Joe, bong, bong, bong. But in the finale, those are your picks. Let me know who you've got for first, second, third. How many of the characters and the challengers do you recognize? Because I recognize, admittedly, some. And by some, I think I mean 5, 6? Monica, okay, I gotta count Agumon, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess I recognize Joe. Joseph, Mr. Jojo. So what that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd recognize Marius, actually, 6. Alice, 7. I recognize Amber for 8. I just would not be able to tell you Amber's name. Like, I know about Amber's, like, I see Amber again and I'm like, oh yeah, your personality, I know kind of about you, I remember you. Boy, did not remember the name Amber. But Lewis Robinson, I know that guy too, so you know what? Fair enough, we're rocking out here. Tell me how many of you know. I think I'm sitting at a nice, comfy 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at a comfy 9, so let me know. Someone's definitely beating me and above 9. I'm not getting much higher. Can we get much higher? No, not much higher indeed. And then pick first, second, and third. And do I have a question for you? Y'all like cats? I'm a dog person, for real. But y'all like cats? What's your favorite kind of cat? What's your favorite cat breed? You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like your calicos, I feel like I may have asked this a long time ago in the past. But what's your favorite cat breed? Your black cats, your Siamese. You know what? I'm gonna pick a Siamese cat. I'm picking a Siamese cat, not because they're my favorite, but you know what? This is a throwback. I don't know how many people gonna catch this throwback, but on PBS there was a show called what, Sagwa, and she was a Chinese, she was a Siamese cat, I believe. I don't have a bunch of memories of that show, but I remember the theme song. I'll keep it a buck with you. It wasn't even a fancy theme song, actually. It was just very peaceful. That's my pick. I'm gonna pick that cat, cause you know what? It brings back some memories, some nostalgia. And my picks, I'm gonna pick Agumon. I'm running down with Agumon. If you ain't down with Agumon, you ain't down with me. That's what I'm saying. That's where I am right now. How many times are we simulating? Let's get the show on the road. We're goofing today, clearly. And to do so, we must. I know I don't have anything in my hands right now. But like, there's been a number cube here this entire time, so why would I not? Why would I not? You know what I mean? I feel like we've only like rolled this thing or tossed this thing one time. This was made for me long ago. Memories. Anywho, let's, I guess, roll this bad boy. I don't like to roll it too often because it is a hefty block. It is a well-made, sturdy, hefty block. But I'll spin this bad boy. And we're gonna see, I'm holding it to you, how many times we're simulating. I know it's not 5 and it's not 3. I'm gonna say that we're simulating 2 times. That's my guess. I see a 1, I see a 6. Dang, it's 4. That was close. Yes. I think I was one rotation away. I was one rotation away from 2. Tragic. That being said, we're resimulating 4 times for all of these crazy cast of characters. And with it, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. We won't like dilly and dally too much. We got a show to get on the road because you guys have a long road ahead of you. 4 times. Because tonight is a very, I think, interesting fracture. You guys have your votes revealed for the golden ticket voting. We'll see how it all plays out. But for right now, that's the future. The right now is, let's get into this game. We got a whole set of characters, and it is the Bloodbath. As the tributes enter their podiums, the horns doth sound, and horn bearers, if you would please do what you do. Do what you do best, and Nate, if you could just sound those horns for me. Most excellent. And we're gonna keep going. Because we have a show to get on the road as Alice and Mario stare each other down. As if this pair can, and if this pair rather contains the champion of the Age of Chaos, Chaos reigns. Well, it has only champions, actually. Alice strangles Monica with a rope. Okay, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Toas cries and despairs, in despair accomplishing nothing. Amber opens a pack of gum as she enters the arena. Lewis, Paimon, and Daisaku appear from nowhere, asking for a piece. Marius runs away from the cornucopia. Joe gathers as much food as he can. Monica enters the arena via skydiving. You know what? I guess I did pick Agumon, didn't I? My bad. Steps on a landmine accidentally. My bad, Agumon. I'm sorry, my homie. Daisaku runs away from the cornucopia. Amber finds a wizard robe and puts it on. Amber would actually love that. Paimon, Joe, and Rantaro work together to get as many supplies as humanly possible. Rantaro spears Clover in the abdomen. Nodoka and Klee fight for a bag. Klee gives up and retreats. Oblivion and Tazuna decide to have a competition on who can kill the most Komodo dragons in this game. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate you, I acknowledge you. Thank you. The Komodos, I feel like I should get a Komodo dragon like plush or something so I can fight it. I think that might be taking it a step too far. That's like literally declaring war on the reptile lovers. As Lewis throws Nodoka at Marius, Paimon, Joestar, and Paimon. Oh my gosh. Get into a scrum debate with Oblivion, Monica, and Daisaku there. Who will stop making typos first, Pi or Avi? Well, look, I don't make too many typos. Sundavy, however, the jury's out on that one. Amber plants roses in his garden. Oh, but saves one and gives it to Daisaku. Very nice. Tazuna's hat matches very well with her giant robot. She does have a very nice hat, which means that must be a very dapper green giant robot. Joe starts planting seedlings in his garden. Hey, if you're here, you're going to have to bring all your starter plants back inside because it was just randomly 33 degrees outside again, and everything was frosty. Alice wakes up from a long nap. Toa falls into a pit and dies. Monica Miyuna corners Rantaro mauls him. Marius and hey, if this ain't the truth, Marius and Avi, we go. Way back, we sure do. Let's go, Marius. Do. Okay, we'll continue. That's my guy. This dude with mustache. Alice and Rantaro grievously injure each other during a vicious fight, but they enjoy to survive rather they have to nurse each other back to health. Amber puts cat ears on Klee. She's so embarrassed that she actually dies. I thought she would think it would be adorable, but instead, she was killed by cuteness. 6 people are gone. It's a It's a clear day loom for Monica, Agumon, Clover, Toa, Rantaro, Klee. Remember, your top 2 will go on to the premiere. This was not a large episode. I don't need to type Alice, I need to type alive. There are still 18 competitors left. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time We're vibing here. And we got Marius. From Wii Sports, we will proceed one more time. Night 1 sees Alice threatening Paimon in fluent Japanese. I believe it. Lewis and Joestar, Mr. JoJo, want nicknames similar to Ophelia Dusk rather, and Odin Dark. I feel like JoJo, Mr. Joestar, has a nickname similar to that, probably. I would guess. I would gamble. Daisaku finds a dapper suit, even if it's the wrong simulator. He's still super fly. Monica uses Spirit of the Great Pumpkin and changes the arena date back to October. Amber kisses his homies Amber, Tazuna, and he kisses Amber himself. No, Amber, his name-sharing partner. And Daisaku, good night. Paimon and Marius have a pose-off. Marius wins. You better believe it, even though I acknowledge my traveling chief. Me and Marius, well, we go way back. Nodoka eats toxic berries. Oblivion panics and tries to cure Nodoka and succeeds as well. A villain turning face. As if things that happens all the time. Yonder these parts. Joe dyes his hair yellow. Rantaro goes to the Love Hotel with Marius. Alice starts beef with American President James K. Polk. Same. As day 2 begins, Amber plays patty cake with Paimon. Oblivious and Marius insult one another relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Amber receives a gift from a secret Myers, a giant stuffed bear. Joe and Marius sitting in a tree. Kissing. Nodoka sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Tazuna is trying to overthrow Avi. Fails miserably but survives thanks to Paimon. Tazuna, you've helped me raise fantastic ECPs, so I'm gonna let you pass on that one. I'm gonna let you pass. Monica starts to hang a missile in the arena, but Alice swoops in, snaps her arm, and burns the mistletoe. Daisaku sprains his ankle running away from Alice. Lewis embraces the spring and plants roses outside of his camp garden. His camp garden. His camp. Rantaro reaches his hand towards a screen. The watcher isn't safe. Run. Joe starts writing a novel. Will he ever finish it? And Daisaku uses the Christmas magic to change the month back to December. Well, that mistletoe is now in season. She'll be okay. She just has a broken arm for it. Everyone lived, though. Very peaceful time. I think everyone lives here, too, maybe. Amber uses all of her mana coins to buy Avi's wares and despairs for the day, and by day, I mean night. Rantaro has a dream of JoJo winning as a premonition. Joe finds a little bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. This awakens something inside of Paimon. Calm down, chill, girl. Monica and Tazuna invite Marius, Paimon, Lewis, Alice, Marius, Daisaku, Nodoka to an all-out super kick party. They super kick everybody all night long. They got sore jaws, but at least they still have their heads on their shoulders. Alice and Oblivion sing some show tunes. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Amber, who works at Yoko's, is sick and tired of people from Avi's burning it down, so he burns down Avi's wares and despairs. I'll remember that. Avi will remember that. Alice is being a clown. Lewis shoots an arrow at Daisaku, but no! It misses and kills Marius instead. This is a sad day. We can't play that happy music anymore. Give me something sad. This is truly and unabashedly a horrific incident. I understand this was an accident, Lewis, so I can't blame you, but this hurts my soul. The rating pistol rates Joe 57 points. Rantaro throws some sand in the eyes of Daisaku. Daisaku is temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Amber finds a cool bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Tazuna uses her secret technique running away. In an effort to survive, Paimon tries to strangle Joe with toilet paper. Fortunately, it's 2-ply and is enough to kill Joe. Joe's gone. Monica decides to let Avi a kill a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Appreciate that. Amber goes nya to annoy Oblivion. Paimon does the same thing to annoy Alice, and Nodoka runs over the edge of a cliff while trying to escape from Marius and plummets to her doom. This is truly unfortunate. Marius, Joe, and Nodoka. We have to keep going. I believe that brings us down to our final 15, correct? It does. Okay, I gotta get myself together. Marius, the rest of this game is dedicated in your honor. we will proceed. The show must go on. And as we do such, next up, it is Tazuna who does a quick prayer to Atul before going to sleep for the start of night 3. Marius challenges Avi in Battleship. Marius sinks my Battleship. He cheated. Amber has no weaknesses. Amber, it's so weird to see them. The name matches back to back. Amber's allergies keep him up all night, keep waking him up. Oblivion finds a sleeping Daisaku laying on the ground, raises his hands, claws, feature things in front of his face before dusting off his shoulder, punching Daisaku right in the face. Paimon loves JoJo as much as Maki loves Kokichi. Yikes. Alice forces Rantaro to kill Alice or Monica. He refuses, so Alice kills him instead. Oh my gosh. Fiend. I guess you know what? He couldn't kill his horn-bearer friendo. And I guess he couldn't kill Alice either. Daisaku gets bonked on the head, and Lewis wakes up tied and gagged to a chair with Paimon giving the worst torture imaginable, watching Marmaduke 2022 on loop. Next sees day 4 as Daisaku creates his own superhero identity and lists Paimon as a sidekick. I believe that. I buy it. Togami berates Amber for hours. Amber thinks he and Togami got closer that day. Tazuna, Oblivion, and Alice get into a scrum debate with Joe, Paimon, and Amber over which is better, boneless wings or bone-in wings. I actually had this conversation again with somebody recently. Except this time, for I think the first time in this debate, really, I was talking to a bone-in wing defender. And I said to myself, you know what? I felt like you would be a boneless kind of homie. And you know what? She wasn't. And Avi will remember that. Marius starts planting seedlings in his garden. Monica reminds you, yes, you, dear viewer, to stay hydrated. I need to get my water, actually. Daisaku receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's, oh god, that's repulsive. And Alice is full of it. What is it, you may ask? Well, it's death. It is unalived. And as another 3 gone, it's 12 remaining, and it's a clear day Loon 4. Rantaro, Lewis, Alice. And that brings us down to our final 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 from the champions and the challengers. Daisaku, Monica, Paimon, Marius, Alice, and Amber. And our challengers have Joe, Paimon, Tazuna, Oblivion, and Amber. So duo Ambers, duo Oblivions, not duo Tazunas, not duo Joes, duo Paimons, and duo Daisakus. So the only 2 that don't have their pairing still are, the Joes, actually. All the others still have their pair. That's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. We will proceed, though, because we got to get to our final 2. We have to get to our 1 winner, you know what I'm saying? As we proceed, it is night 4. Amber, Daisaku, and Monica enter a scrum debate with Amber, Marius, and Paimon. They argue who the best DDLC girl is. It is... I feel like it changes. I feel like it changes. Today I'm gonna say we love a Sayori. Unable to get a fire going, Oblivion, Daisaku, and Paimon are forced all together for warmth. Avi thinks JoJo is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now this is not too out of left field, because Joestar is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yep. I bet you're wondering from what part of the game. You know, it's from the DLC. Alice fell out of the world. Rest in peace. And Tazuna reminisces about the Year of the Horizon. You didn't exist in the Year of the Horizon. Maybe you did. Maybe you did, because I didn't. That had an anime before the mobile game, right? I think. Maybe you exist in the anime. I don't know. Day 5, Paimon and Daisaku want to raise the bar. Actually, they are the bar. Joe comically trips on a banana peel, and falls flat on his bottom. Amber confesses to love Paimon. Paimon says, cool, see ya, homie, and puts the ones up and just walks away. Marius beats Daisaku with a ladder. Monica and Tazuna build a shelter together, but both of them have conflicting ideas on interior design. And Oblivion throws a coffee cup at Amber. The scalding hot liquid kills Amber. Should have taken more tips from Goodell. We will proceed, but that is another 2 gone. We are tiptoeing. We are at your final 10 now, actually. So you will get saving grace picks, but we're tiptoeing after this Clarity Loon 4. Alice, Amber. And that is now 5 and 5 still everything's still even. See everybody's statuses. We don't hear this music for long because this is the last time we're gonna hear it this episode, because it is time for your saving grace picks. It is your final 10, and they consist of Daisaku, the champion, co-champion of champions rather. Monica, 1/3 of the tag team champions, along with still Paimon, put your ones up. And they stay there, as she is still acknowledging herself. Marius, the OC champion, started the season and ended the season with that title. And Amber Robinson, out of a technicality, found themselves in the finale, and that's the time when they made their mark. That's the time when they won. Will Amber win today? We have Daisaku. Amber could win and go to the singles premiere. Could be a champion of champions. Daisaku from Yakuza. Paimon from that series I said before. JoJo's feeling a little bizarre today. Tazuna is here for the Uma Musumes. It is the year of the horse. And Oblivion is some sort of creature from Marvel. Some sort of creature. Those are your top 10. Make your picks first, second, and third. I will make mine as well for first. I'm actually going to take Tazuna because I've talked myself into it. It is the year of the horse. We're horsing out here. For second, I'm going to take... I think it's going to be a second and third Paimon victory. I'm going to take Paimon and Paimon, but I'm going to take the Paimon we acknowledge for second and the other Paimon for third. Those are my picks for first, second, and third. You guys, you better get ready to make yours. I'll give you about 3 seconds. Are you done? If you ain't, too bad, because they are all standing here. 5 competitors who have never competed before. 5 competitors who are all seasoned champions, and they all have their hearts beating the same pulse, intensity, and perhaps even the same fate as that of... oh yeah, a samurai woman. Let's go on. Night 5, Paimon bludgeons Marius to death with Justice Hammer 1. We actually haven't seen that thing in ages. Actually, that event is true. Rest in peace to Marius, despite Oblivion's desperate begging, rather. Monica decides to leave his campsite. Daisaku respects Amber. He doesn't love her, but he respects her. Daisaku ain't afraid of no ghosts, but Joestar is actually fairly terrified by some ghosts. Paimon buys every single version of Uno from Avi's Wares and despairs. The ones go up, and Tazuna makes a hot stew for dinner and before bedding down for the night. Very good. I could take a stew right now. A little stew. Stew. Okay. The cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and more from the tree's families because it is the feast as Amber decides not to go. Ironically, Oblivion begged Monica not to leave, and Oblivion took that personally because then pushes Monica off the cliff during a knife fight. That is 2 champions down as we continue. If Paimon is the agent of chaos and their target champion's alive, chaos reigns, not the case. Joe kills Tazuna. Or the trap kills Tazuna. Tazuna, you should have watched your step. I can't blame Joe for that, unfortunately. Daisaku severely injures Daisaku, but puts him out of his misery. Well, this is Daisaku on Daisaku violence. We hate to see it. And Paimon is killed by the elusive Player 1, but the Paimon we needed is still around. That brings us a very, very, very close to the end of this thing. And, it is the end of this thing! Oh my gosh! I hope y'all made your saving grace picks. It's another tie. Well, dang. Give me the results then. Hey. You know what it is, it's time! It is the end of the episode, very quickly. Joestar, Mr. JoJo, is attacked by a Komodo dragon and dies from his injuries. Rather, why is there a Komodo dragon here in the first place? We know why. Paimon gets so absorbed in chasing a butterfly that she follows her right off of a cliff. Oblivion teaches Amber some fighting moves. Little does Amber know that Oblivion is teaching her wrong as a joke. Amber uses these moves to kill Oblivion, and Daisaku and Amber decide... Daisaku seems to be the king of, like, not pacifist victories, but, like, working together to say, hey, we don't have to fight to end this thing. They challenge Avi, that's me, to a showdown to end the game on their own accord. They survive and are declared the winners. Daisaku, in the course of, what, 3 weeks? In fact, 2 weeks, I guess, has now won 2 games by shaking hands with another member of the final 2. Based on what has happened, though, Daisaku's already in the premiere. Clearly, he's the champion. Amber goes on, but because of that, we go one step back and Oblivion joins the finale. I'm sorry, the premiere as well. It's all over. In a moment's notice, in a blink of an eye, which means it is not first, it is the first and only terrible turnabout of the episode 4. Marius, Monica, Tazuna, Daisaku, Paimon, Joe, Paimon, Oblivion. Okay, that was a fun little episode. This is your by statuses. We know what happened. Proceed one more again. It's your winners. It's your winners. They came, they saw, they are champions. Stronger together than apart. Daisaku said, I beat AV once, I'ma beat him again. And Amber said, you know what, I believe you. The bee girl and the farmer go crazy together today, apparently, as Daisaku and Amber take the win, and Amber and Oblivion go to the premiere. Congratulations to them. Crazy work, actually. In a standard, nice little set of 24, in a wacky, crazy episode, 2 champions did take the victory, and they had the disadvantage when we talk about the numbers game, actually. Remember, I think there's only 9 champions, correct? 5 and 4, yeah. Out of our 24, that's less than half. They still got the job done. Good on them. Good on them. In fact, that is what? What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of, okay, great. Yeah, that's not a lot. They had 9 out of 24. That is not a lot. Not even half. Not even half, because they would have needed 12. They're 3 short. Anywho. First, not first and second. First and first are Daisaku and Amber. Oblivion in third, but does go on to the premiere because of it. Oblivion, crazy. Paimon 4th, Joe Star in 5th, Paimon in 6th, Daisaku 7th, even though he won, you know what I mean. Tazuna 8th, Monica 9th, and rounding off your top 10 is Oblivion. Those are your top 10. Amber and Oblivion go on to the premiere, and we proceed one more time. I start with Alice strangling Monica, but it all ended with a little dance-off and a little friendship. Not a dance-off, I'm sorry, a fighting move, teaching going wrong, and Amber using the moves to actually, you know what? She's the B-girl. Certainly she was dancing with those fighting moves. Let's keep it a buck. But they beat me. You know what? Maybe I was vibing with the dancing too. You know what I mean? That's how I lost. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. We can't just dance. Just Dance US Aviator Edition. We will proceed. That is our game. I hope you guys had fun with it. I had a moment with Marius. We actually do go way back. All the way back to Wii Sports is crazy. That is our episode. Let me know what else you guys want to see for preseason in the comments. We have fun in preseason. We got a couple more fun episodes. Until then, I'm taking off. And tonight, we are still on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. And tonight is Fracture. Maskoto will be opening the show. Yukiko is in the building. Your votes for your golden ticket spot, 3 and 3, 6 of them will be competing this Friday, 6 will be competing next Friday. The winners of those matches will go one-on-one to get the final spot. You know what it is. You know, it's Ticket to Paradise time. And Tag Team Championship Decider for the gentlemen will be tonight. Marin versus Panette to see who will face March 7th to try and stop her from beating their streak. What a time to be alive. You are not going to want to you're not going to want to miss tonight's episode as we continue on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. Toodaloo Flight Crew. I'm taking off. Y'all have fun with Sundavy tonight. Certainly things will not go wrong unless they do. And if they do, well, that's not my problem. Toodaloo Flight Crew. As always, I thank you now, then, forever for watching. Time is running out.